Welcome to the channel, guys. Welcome to the hair experience. I am Curtis, your guide to get your hair back on your head without transplants and pills and pesky stuff like that. Subscribe below. It's super important to me. Hit that thumbs up button if you like my content. Hairbymhe.com is where you can get your hair supplies, ebooks, and also myhairexperience.com has the videos, FAQs, things like that on there to help you as well. Curtis, now that you got that out of the way, what are you talking about today? Hopefully I don't have anything in my teeth. I'm talking about those babies. That's what I'm talking about. Them pretty new whites. You're going to say, Curtis, you talk about hair. Well, guys, sometimes I like to get on a personal note. This channel was directed and always been driven towards hair, and I'm not changing anything up, but this has been a major event in my life, and it's going to probably be a long video. So it's a lot of describing, and I like to talk a lot, and you guys know that. So to start with, this video is going to be called My Costa Rica Veneer Journey. What does it cost? How did it work? A year or so ago, 10 or 12 months ago, let's start way back. Let's go back a little bit. Ever since I was a young boy, I've never had great teeth. They were always dingy, and I smoke cigarettes and I drink coffee and things like that, but I do my maintenance. I do brush 2 or 3 times a day. I floss every day. I rinse every day. After I have coffee, I brush my teeth. I mean, I did everything I was supposed to do, okay? And then 25, 26 years old, my wisdom teeth are coming in, or they're in, and they're crowding and pushing my teeth together, okay? To a point to where it started breaking my molars and causing me very bad teeth problems of crowding at the bottom, and I'm going to have random pictures up here so you guys can see. Very bad crowding in the bottom, and the molars were just being crushed, and it was the worst pain I've ever felt, and I'm a teeth vajayjay, and if guys overseas don't understand what vajayjay means, I'm a pansy, girl, sissy, whiny. I'm whiny when it comes to my teeth. It's just probably because I've had so much teeth trauma and teeth pain in my life. Needless to say, we'll go back a little bit further too. I was 14 years old. I ran my mouth to the wrong kid. He hit me in the mouth and broke one of my front teeth, this one on this side, in half. Big kid. I just had a big mouth, and I got it. And he picked it up off the ground and handed me my piece of tooth and said, "Here you go." So I had a crown on that tooth the entire time. So what I was going to do was I was going to do the front 6. Okay, just the front 6 up here, and get new crowns, extract. When I got hit by that dog, if you guys didn't know, I got hit by a dog. My mom's dog jumped up in my face. I went down to pet the dog. The dog jumped up in my face, and when it hit me, it hit the other tooth, not the crown tooth, the one right beside it, the other big tooth, like the bunny teeth. And when it hit me there, it tingled a little bit, and then it swole up like a week later and was the worst pain I've ever felt in my life. There was an infection. The root got infected. It was really bad. I let that die down. I thought I was going to be all right. The tooth was super sensitive after that. Every time I did anything from eating or drinking or bump it against something or hit a glass on it, man, it was just a nightmare. And then the infection came back about a month and a half ago, and I just said, I got to do something about this. So I had this janky crown over here that had been there for like 25 years, and then I had this tooth that needed to come out over here, and the bottoms were ugly. So I went to the dentist here locally. Great guy. I love him to death. The front 6, to extract the one where the dog hit me and crown the front 6, basically the smile line, canine to canine, was going to cost me $7,200. And I was like, that's not bad. I mean, I guess. I mean, it's my teeth. I have to have teeth. It's not like I can just, piss money away, but I have to have teeth. So when I thought about it more and more, and my buddy had told me that he went to Costa Rica, and he got some implants done and some crowns and things like that, and he spent like less than $2,000 for everything, all of the work. That wasn't including his airfare or nothing like that. Me, my mom's a nurse. She's very sanitary when it comes to things like that. She's like, honey, you going out of the country, you don't know anything about sanitation. You don't know anything about possible infections and things like that. What if? That hit home. And then I thought about it and I was like, well, what if I get an infection here? And not everywhere on the planet, if it's not in America, is third world. That's just not the case. That's not how it works. So my buddy had been, and his friend, both live here. They had been to this doctor. His name is Alberto Coto, C-O-T-O. And I'll put a link down in the description below for him. I reached out to him and was going to do the top 6. And it was like, let me get my calculator out just so I don't make this wrong. 350 times 6. It was $2,100 compared to $7,200. So the airfare was $400, and then I had to have a place to stay. They said, don't worry about a place to stay. We have a bed and breakfast. It's $40 per day, and they feed you 2 meals a day. And I'm like, I've never stayed in a bed and breakfast. I don't know about that. I stay in hotel rooms with, where I can order food and stuff. No way, no how. So then I thought about it. I was like, you know what? I don't like the way my bottom teeth are all crowded, and half of them are full of fillings and just a nightmare anyways. I said, how about we make my teeth finally look pretty for once in my life? Because I never had pretty teeth. I always wanted pretty teeth, but everything I did, they were just never pretty. So I contacted them back and I said, look, I want to do 8 up top and 8 on the bottom. So 8 on the top and 8 on the bottom is 16 total teeth. They're $350 a piece. That was $5,600. I said, okay, I'm in. And they said, book your flight. Once you book your flight, I guess it shows them that you're really meaning this, then they make your appointment. I booked my flight on Wednesday, and it left here on Sunday. It cost me $390, which is cheap. And I live in a small town, a really small town. I had to fly from here, and I'll put some pictures. I had to fly from here to Charlotte, and then Charlotte to San Jose, Costa Rica. Now, throughout this whole thing, I've been in communication on Facebook with the dentist, showing him pictures, and they got everything, and he's like, yeah, Curtis, it's not going to be a problem. My driver will be there at the airport to pick you up. I didn't have to organize transportation. I didn't have to do anything, but I was still on the sketch a little bit. You know what I mean? I was still kind of on the reserved side of, oh God, what am I going to do? So if you take cash, you get a 10% discount. I'm all about saving. So I was like, I'm going to take $5,000 in cash so at least I can save $500. But I'm going into Costa Rica and I'm kind of scared because I've heard there's pickpocketing and things like that. So I go buy this fanny pack things like a workout pack, okay? And I put it under my shirt and I put my money in there and I put my stuff in there that's important, and I get off a plane in Costa Rica and it's not like some third world organ. It's a beautiful airport. I get off and there's drivers everywhere with people's names, holding them up, and I go down the way and there's my driver, Curtis. Hey, I'm Curtis. So we get in the car and he speaks 100% fluent English, just fine. Now driving there is crazy, guys. Don't even bother driving the car. We get there, I get in the hotel or the hostel, the bed and breakfast. I'm staying in a room, and I didn't even think about this. I'm staying in this room. Okay, there's like 5 rooms in this bed and breakfast. Well, everybody comes on Sunday and leaves on Saturday, typically, something like that. They're all there to get teeth work done. It's all just for the dentist. I didn't think about this, but the camaraderie, when I got there, I met people like that. There was 3 people already there that had been there a week. The camaraderie was huge because they're all there to get the same stuff done that you're there. They're all in pain. You know what I mean? They're all struggling through it. It is what it is. And they were super nice. The ladies, Maria and her friend, didn't speak a lick of English that worked at the bed and breakfast, but I could use my Google Translate and it worked out fine. I put some pictures of the food up here. Holy crap, guys. There wasn't anything processed in this entire house, including the coffee. I had to go get soda because I like soda. So I went and got me a soda and put it in the fridge there. There's TVs. They feed you 2 meals a day, breakfast and dinner, all included. And it is the biggest freaking spread of food you've ever seen in your life. I was so scared going into this. So I go to the dentist office. The driver picks me up for my appointment, takes me to the office. Dr. Coto sits me down. He examines my mouth. He takes his x-rays. He does everything he's supposed to do. And he's like, Curtis, smile as big as you can. So I did. And he's like, we need to do the top 10 because I can see the top 10 teeth on your mouth. Okay, great. Sounds good. And he said, I can see the bottom 8 on the bottom. So we'll do the top 8 or top 10 and bottom 8. I was like, yeah, if I want to look good, I mean, it's part of it. So I did. And guys, I didn't do this all for vanity. Please understand that. If I didn't have that dog hit me in the mouth, my mom's dog, I love you, Mom, accident. Life happens, guys. It is what it is. What are you going to do? But if that didn't happen and take place, I would not be making this video right now, nor would I have went clear across the world almost to get my teeth fixed. But at that point, I wanted a pretty smile, and some vanity probably did come into it, because if they crowned the fronts, they would still be this dingy color of the rest of your mouth, which is not fixable in some cases, guys. Please understand this, and I did a lot of research before I did anything. Some people are blessed, and they get white teeth, and if they take care of them, they stay white. Some people, like myself, the tooth itself is not white. There's a gray scale, a blue scale, and a yellow scale of teeth of how they grow. I had the yellow scale. My teeth grew in that way. You can't whiten them. You can't get them white. They just won't go white. The color is the color. That's what you're born with. Deal with it. Kind of like our hair. We're born with problems with our hair, so we fix it. So some of this is vanity, but I didn't want janky looking or pretty looking tops with janky looking bottoms. So he sits me down and he tells me what we're going to do. And then we go into the office and he gives me a quote and he tells me what it's going to cost. And I was like, okay. He's like, you ready to pay? And I was like, yeah, which I wanted to leave the money there anyways because I didn't want to travel around Costa Rica in a place I didn't know with $5,000 in cash in my pocket. It just didn't make any sense. So I paid my bill. My bill was, hold on a minute, I don't want to lie. I got 19 actually, but he only charged me for 18 times 350. It was $6,300, and I paid $4,700 in cash. I kept some money in my pocket, so minus $470. I paid $5,830 for 18 teeth, and got 19 because I think he just wanted to do the 19th one on this side, anyways. Because I don't know, because he's cool, I guess. $5,830 is what I paid. Okay. $5,830. My airfare was $400. I had $300 in my pocket. The bed and breakfast was $40 a day, which turned out to 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, $240. So I paid plus $400 for the airfare, plus $240 for the hostel, or the bed and breakfast was $64.70. I tipped the driver $40, and I tipped the people at the house $40. So I spent $6,550, and I had $300 in my pocket in cash, which I didn't even spend. I came home with like $120, I think, and I paid the 40 and 40 out to the driver and the employees at the bed and breakfast, and I came home with money in my pocket. I didn't spend it and go anywhere. Lunch was cheap. I mean, they didn't serve us lunch, so I went down to the little bar or restaurant thing down the road, got lunch there. So we sit down that Monday once I paid, and he said, Curtis, are you ready? And I was like, yeah, let's go. I was in there about 2 hours. I get the gas, guys. Get the gas, the nitrous oxide. Just get it. If you have teeth anxiety like I do, I'm a whiny girl, just get the gas and you won't even know anything's going on. Put some earphones in, listen to your music, and let him do his job. I did that, and it took him about 2 hours, I guess. And he ground down all my teeth and did not extract the one because he wanted the gums to stay where they were. So I'll put a picture up there. He ground down all of my teeth to the nubs, and then he gave me temporaries, which was basically, he put the molds in. He gave me the temporaries of my previous teeth, what they looked like, which I'll put up there. He gave me the temporaries, and they felt like crap. They were just kind of glued in there. It's just to cover the teeth because they're basically raw at that point. and you can still eat with these plastic teeth that they make out of the molds of your previous teeth, the video I did when I was in Costa Rica had those plastic teeth in there. And we basically sat around Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday and did absolutely nothing, all of us, because the lab that makes the teeth, it takes them 2 or 3 days to make the teeth. They're Emax veneers, and some of them are crowns. And the lab makes the teeth. We sat there Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. The camaraderie was excellent. The people were everybody was older than me, but they were super nice, all there for the same job. Friday comes around. It was about 4 o'clock, I guess. The driver calls me and says, "Hey, I'm coming to get you to get your teeth installed." And I said, "Excellent." So I sit down. He numbs me up again because he's got to do that extraction on that one that was bad. Boom, 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 boom. He shows them to me. I look in the mirror and he's like, "Don't move, just look down, like this." So I looked in the mirror. I was like, "Oh my God, man, I have pretty white teeth." I didn't know what to do, guys. I've never seen me with pretty white teeth before. And here, it's okay. We'll go back a little bit. Here, it's $11.50 a tooth, $1,150. Okay, $1,150 times 18. That's $20,700. Not including the gum contouring that he did, because my gums were all out of line because my teeth were crooked. That's not including the gum contouring, which he didn't charge me for. That's not including the extraction, which he didn't charge me for. He didn't charge me for the gas. He didn't charge me for the Novocaine or the lidocaine, whatever they do for the injections. He didn't charge me for any of that. All of that was included. Finally, I relaxed. I calmed down, and I knew that I was in good hands the first day I went there. The doctor studied at the University of Miami. He got his doctorate at Frankfurt in Germany. His residency was at Jackson Memorial in South Florida. It's a no-brainer. He talks fluent English like me and you. It's totally, just Google him. Dr. Alberto Coto, C-O-T-O. Tell him I sent you. Tell him Curtis sent you. If you do talk to him, tell him I sent you. He will take care of you. Trust me. This is not a promotional video. I'm not getting paid to make this video. This is for real life experience of what I dealt with. Everybody, all of my friends were, scared. You're crazy. You're going out of the country, blah, blah, blah. You're going to get mugged. It was nothing like that, guys. It was nothing like that. So I saved basically $15,000 after the trip and everything. I got to see a beautiful country. I got to eat great food. I got to hang out with super nice people. And basically was, everything was like handed to me, It was like just on a platter. I mean, everybody was so nice. Moral of the story is, guys, Curtis has new teeth, and I am super happy about it. That was my journey to Costa Rica. I flew home. I met with my dentist here in town. I had to do an adjustment, which is when you close your teeth. I had one that was a touch high, 15 minutes in his chair. He filed it down, cost me $45. I was good to go. I was done. That was it. And some of the bite was probably me just being, I don't know, it's just the way I am, I guess. I like perfection. I'm just like that. So this one was just a touch high. I felt like it could go down. So they filed it down a little bit and it was nothing to it. Zero. See you later. Have a nice day. I'm pretty sure I got a 5-year warranty on my teeth. And guys, for $400, if you have to fly to see him, like my buddy's been there 5 times since 2008. Not to get stuff fixed, but just regular dental stuff. He goes every couple of years to get his normal dental work done. It's just cost effective. Don't be scared of it, and I'm not trying to preach about it, but I asked my buddy every question 15 times. Hey, is it okay? Hey, if I go there, what do I do with my money? Blah, blah, blah. Stupid, silly stuff. I couldn't be happier. I don't cry, but I'm telling you right now, it's been a huge deal to me. I have never had a beautiful smile, and now I do. That's what I got today, guys. If you got questions about it, hit me up. You can message me on Messenger. You can hit me down in the comments below. I am here to teach you how to do hair and how to get hair back on your head. That is my main thing for YouTube. But this is such a life-changing experience for me that I can't spend $20,000 to get my teeth to look pretty. Give me really? Not many people can, and I don't have dental insurance. So it's like, and dental insurance doesn't cover most of this anyways. Most is out of your pocket. So that's what I got today, guys. I really want to say thank you. Without Hair by MHE, I don't think it would have been possible. Real estate does well for us, don't get me wrong, but I have really stopped focusing on real estate at all. And MHE is our bread and butter. It's our baby now. It's what provides for my family. That's why it's such a big deal to me that my customers are happy. You guys are the ones that help me pay for these teeth. And for that, I am grateful. You guys have no idea how grateful I am for y'all being customers of mine. If you got questions, let me know. I got goosebumps, man. It just makes me, it's a big deal to me. So I'm grateful. Thank you. Hit me up in the questions or comments below. If you need me, hit that thumbs up button if you like my content. And hopefully that's good information for you guys if you need some teeth work done. Thank you, and we'll see you in a couple of days.